Hi, I'm Maya Struck.
And I'm Cassie McNatt.
And you're watching CNM News.
Today we will be talking about one of the major 5 world religions, Islam.
Islam is the second largest world religion. It takes up a total of 24.4% of the world's population. For starters, Islam can be broken down into simpler categories.
The Islam religion has been split into 2 sects, the Sunnis and the Shiites. The 2 groups formed over a major disagreement that is very important to the history of Islam.
Muhammad, the founder of Islam, did not choose an successor before his death. This meant that a leader would have to be elected. Many people disagreed over this, causing a split in the religion, causing the 2 major sects. These were the Sunnis and the Shiites.
The Sunnis believed that anyone who was strong in their faith and had the right qualifications could take over. However, the Shiites strongly disagreed. They believed that Muhammad's rightful successor was one of his close friends, Abu Bakr.
This whole disagreement and the splitting of one of the 5 major religions took place in the 7th century, or the first millennium.
Islam originated in Mecca, also known as current-day Saudi Arabia. This diffused into major countries in the Middle East and Southeast Asia, such as Libya, Egypt, Persia, India, and other parts of China.
This means that Islam is an ethnic religion. It's one of 3 religions out of the 5 major ones that are considered ethnic.
Even though these 2 sects of Islam strongly disagree with each other, they still have the same morals. These would be called the 5 pillars of Islam. The 5 pillars include declaring your faith, praying 5 times daily, facing Mecca, giving charity to the poor, fasting during Ramadan, and completing the Hajj, also known as making a journey to Mecca to worship at the Kaaba.
Islam has different holy days that have to do with these 5 pillars. These would be the last day of Ramadan, the Islamic New Year, that's also known as Hajjara.
Also, the Kaaba is very important to the Islamic faith, and it is considered to be known as their holy place, which is located in modern-day Saudi Arabia.
The Kaaba has different types of statues and architecture on the outside of the building.
The Kaaba is surrounded with a large circular building with white arcs, and it has a large space between the structure and the Kaaba, so there is place to worship and pray for thousands that visit there each day.
The Kaaba, or the black box as people sometimes call it, isn't just that either. It has a black exterior with gold symbols and writings on the outside going in a strip around the top of the box.
The whole structure is a total of 43 feet high, as seen here.
Islam has many guidelines to follow to be a part of their religion. These can be found in the Quran. The Quran is written in Eastern Arabian dialect of the classic Arabic. Ironically, Muhammad spoke in Western dialect.
The Quran teaches Muslims that there is only one God and that Muhammad was sent from him. This means that Islam would classify as a monotheistic religion.
Lastly, Muslims take great pride in their burial practices, for they have many guidelines to taking care of those who have passed.
After one has passed, they start with the first step of the burial practice, collective bathing of the body of the one who has passed.
The next step is properly taking care of the Islamic believer would be to cover the whole body with cotton or linen white cloth. After this is done, they often put spices and nice-smelling oils all over the linens as a sign of great respect.
Next, the body would be prayed over. The prayer used during this differs depending on which sect the Muslim is from.
Lastly, the final step in the burial, which would be the act of burying the body in the grave, is cremation is strictly forbidden in the religion because they want to honor those who have passed and fulfill their wishes.
Overall, the Islamic faith is very diverse.
To sum up, this major religion is important to many people and a huge part of our world's religious choices.
Thanks for watching CNM News.